Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the University of Virginia and the Cavaliers, where around here they say learning never ends, and they hope to teach a lesson in this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cavaliers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Horned Frogs offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. He wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll keep it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On second and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do. And you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's still third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. And he was so close to scoring with that one, but he's shoved out of bounds at the 2. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On the run, it's Payne. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. At the 45, on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Horned Frogs will have it first and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
With the catch, it's Payne. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking off. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
7, Virginia 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. They'll run for it on fourth down. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Looking to buy time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
TCU.
They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on.
All kinds of running room. The 20. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, TCU! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here? And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Kirby. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Shakes off the defender.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. To the air, it's Calandria. Using the quick game. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backward.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the comeback is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting
and he's running in the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's Cook. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Horned Frogs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Horned Frogs will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU!
Touchdown, TCU.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires deep on the run. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Makes the score. TCU 42. Virginia 25.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away. Returner runs out of bounds.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Grab near the sticks. It's James. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Calandria. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down. And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Virginia, 25.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going up top on 1st down. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Ward. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting in his position.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Let's go! And go!
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Holds it in. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. 3rd and goal from way back there. give to the back. Tripped up for the tackle.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went to get it. I think you kick it right here.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he added the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's James. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
a shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Virginia, 32.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Blooded, grip, young fella. I mean, closing in on 450 yards, throwing the ball early and often with a lot of success.
Catch in the middle. It's Ward. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They're going to throw it again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been awful.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Snags it over the middle. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have